Good afternoon, everybody. Midweek on your mat 9. Goodness, where do the weeks go? And it's the most beautiful day. That helps it compensate for it, doesn't it? This is Evie, by the way. my granddogs, my daughter's dogs, come and stay while she's at work. Yeah, so we're going to think about hips today. Hips, pelvis, the psoas muscle, which is that big muscle down the front of the thigh that joins our legs to our upper body. So some strengthening here and working to increase the range of mobility in our hips and pelvis, but working very gently, because I know a lot of people, have issues with that area, so don't overdo it, and we work gently and take our time, and I can only guide you. You know how you feel. So we're going to start with lying down. Right, off you go, Evie. You're going to lay down on your mats. So come and lay down in Shavasana. Good. So you can be laying down, legs straight, knees bent, however you want to for now. Get cozy. Good. Shut the eyes. And give yourself time to arrive. Particularly if it's been a busy day or a busy week. And if you've only got 1 hour today, make it this one. Take a few deep breaths, maybe breathe in and breathe out, and you can, you might feel like that. You might feel like letting it all go. And shutting a door in your mind now, because nobody wants anything from you. Nobody requires your attention. This is time for you. Draw back all that energy that's usually flowing out. Draw it all back to you. Away from any distractions, anything you're worried about. Draw it back to you, towards nothing but now, nothing but this breath, this moment. Simply being with the breath. And the breath might have got a little bit more relaxed now. Maybe your mind's still out in the other room. It takes a while for it to arrive, doesn't it, with the body? So maybe if you do find it hard to, focus, just put your hand on your tummy. For a short while, feel the body breathing. Feel the breath, feel the tummy rising and falling. Just stay with that breath. The in-breath, the out-breath. And those pauses between the breath. It's quiet, still places where you can let go even deeper. Arriving. So when we work to stretch and strengthen our hips, it helps to improve our spinal alignment, the range of motion. It can help to decrease back pain. And strengthening and stretching the psoas muscles improves our lower back alignments and creates more balanced and more spacious postures. So let's start. I'm going to lay down, so if you need to pick up and watch me, you can. Might be best if I lie sideways down, and start to gradually wake yourself up by having a little bit of movement here. And maybe bend the knees and stretch the legs up towards the air and take your arms up and let's circle our wrists and ankles. And wiggle the fingers and toes and the other way. Relax the arms down by the side and do whatever you like with the legs to warm up. Do a little bit of cycling there, a little bit of opening up the hips, a bit of what I call dancing on the ceiling. Anywhere it's a bit icky, maybe a bit tight, a bit stuck today. And then we'll take a big stretch out. Hold the back of the thighs, go gently, keep the knees soft. Draw up through the thighs. Maybe curl the toes up towards you, take a few deep breaths. And lengthen your low back along the mats. That's good. So thighs away from your shins towards you. Go gently because it's the beginning of the practice. Bend your knees, put your feet on the mat. Let's start to do a little bit of hip opening here. I won't mirror you while I'm lying down here. Press your left foot into the mat, draw the right knee in, and you're going to circle, that's it. Big circles. Draw the knee in, inhale, take it away and out, exhale, bring it back. So you're really trying just to work this hip, just to work that right hip. Maybe put your hand firmly on your left hip to stop it rolling over. We're just mobilising that right hip. See what it feels like. One more like this. Draw it in. Let's reverse. Inhale, push. Exhale, back. Inhale, push. Exhale, back. Sometimes when I do this in class, I get a lot of crunchy creakies going on, a lot of clicks. So hopefully you can feel that working there. External hip rotation. Well done. Let's just do one more and draw it in. Well done. Give the leg a big stretch up. Hold that for a couple of breaths. A little massage maybe. So we're going to open up our hip in a half happy baby. Hold around your shin and draw your knee in towards your armpits. Draw it towards your armpits. And bend the knee. So I'm aiming your knee out of ribs. You could hold the back of the knee if that's enough. Some people hold the outer foot and just ease the knee down. Towards the earth. It doesn't have to touch on, the foot's flexed. Again, a few breaths here. So hey, what's happening here? Are you rolling over to the right? Put your hand on that left hip and just check it steady. Maybe even open the left knee a bit. Nice deep breaths here. Stay grounded. Feel the earth supporting you. Allow yourself to be held by the earth. And with each out breath, letting go a little bit further with these practices. Let's come into figure 4. So the foot comes out and you flex the foot so you don't stickle the ankle. Ease that right knee away, okay? That might be enough. Or lift the left foot off. Hold round the front of the shin if it's available to you, or round the back of the thigh. Okay, flex the foot. Try to keep that knee nice and open. You might hold it like that. You might hold around the shin or the back of the thigh. Flex the foot, and I can really feel that in my outer right glute. Breathe into any areas that are a little bit tight, a little bit icky today. Nice deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out, letting go. Using that lovely pause at the end of the out breath to release. You can take quite a little time to release that connective tissue. that our body is made of. A few more breaths. Well done. Let's come into what I call shining star. It's the soles of the feet together, soles of the feet together. Here. Maybe hold under the feet and relax there. Feel the inner thighs and the knees lengthening, okay? And a few breaths there. Rock from side to side if you want. Any variations of your own are always welcome. Just drop the inner thighs and the knees out a bit more. So that might be enough for you. Some of you might be able to take the arms underneath the legs like that. And some of you might be able to lift the upper body up and take your forehead towards your toes. And I can't do this so well as I used to when I was younger. It's not because I'm not flexible, it's because I've got a dodgy left knee and it hurts when I do this, so I'm not going to. But I'll guide you through it if you want to do it. If you want to get your forehead towards your toes, you can. And I used to, a lot, I used to take my head underneath and just look out from between my legs. But I won't do it because the knee starts grumbling. Okay, so you relax, you do whatever you want to do. Take a few breaths there. I quite like to rock like this. It's quite nice. I've got my arms, inner thighs, and I can just rock, and I can open up the inner knees, inner thighs a bit like that too. And I can also feel my low back lengthening with that, which I quite like. You know, it's your practice, adapt it to suit you. And I do find that if you get on your mat, you know, whenever, maybe a little bit every day, sometimes you don't know what you're going to do, but once you're there, you have to know what you need, and it goes from there, doesn't it? We've got very unique bodies, and we work to suit ourselves. Let's hold our toes. It's half star stretch. One leg up, bend the other knee. Inhale, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. You might need to hold the back of the knees if you can't reach the toes. That's it. Just stretching out the legs. Lovely. Couple more. Oh, well done. And one more. Balance. Take your legs down. Let's just windshield wiper. A little bit of an internal rotation now that we've done those external rotations. You carry on shielding wiping. I'm going to turn round so that you can see me do the other side. We're turning round. You're going to stop there. And you're going to stretch your left leg up. Okay? Good. With the back of the leg. Flex the foot. Ease the shin away from you. Sorry, ease the thigh away from your shin towards you. That's what I meant to say. Curl the toes up towards you. But keep the knees soft. We need to work the thigh. And when we start to lock the knee, we can't feel what work we're doing in the thigh. Good. Draw your knee in and take the outer foot or take back of the leg or the knee or wherever. Keeping that leg steady. Oh no, we're going to do these hip rotations first, aren't we? That's it. We're going to do those first. So draw the knee in and it's circling, isn't it? That's it. Inhale and exhale forward. I'm going to keep my hands on my hip to stop that hip rolling over, the right hip rolling over, and make the circles bigger. Well done. And does it feel any different this side? Oh. So right foot firmly on the earth. Let's go the other way. Inhale, exhale. So you can really feel that working. Push away. We need to work with a mixture of flexibility and strength to be safe. And that's what I try to do in the practice. A couple more. Brilliant. And then we're going to draw the knee. Let's take a good bit of a stretch. So I thought I needed a bit of a stretch there. Sometimes you need to do what you feel. Then draw the knee in. Hold the shin. Draw it in a bit more. Draw your knee towards your armpit. Maybe hold around the shin with both hands and push. Good. And then bend the knee. Hold the outer foot or further down the back of the knee. And release your knee towards your ribs, towards the floor beside you. Then got a little bit of opening there. Let's hold that half baby. So I'm going to bring mine up a bit because of my knee on the left side. It's not happy. A few breaths. Hips are pointing up to the ceiling like spotlights. I'm not rolling over. Follow the breath. Breathe in and breathe out, let go. Think about the mantra of the breath again. Breathing in slow, breathing out slow, breathing in soft and deep, breathing out, let go. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out, let go. Let's make our figure 4, flex the foot, open up that knee. Now that might be enough for you. If you want to lift up, that's fine. Try to take the leg in a right angle. You might hold around the back of the thigh, or you might hold, it's a bit stronger, holding around the front of the shin, flex the foot. And just so you can open out that left knee a little bit more, you might take your hand there and gently ease it out. Flex both feet, especially the left foot so you don't stick with the ankle. Shut the eyes maybe, relax, breathe deeply. Think about breathing in slowly, exhaling slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out, relax. Into that left glute, into that left hip. Where can you feel it? A few more breaths. Just being kind and gentle with yourself and not overdoing it and come into shining star, interlink the fingers maybe, and that might be enough. Maybe you have to take your arms underneath and hold the feet, and I quite like to just rock here. I like that because I can just push the other thighs and the knees open with my arms and relax. Keep the low back long. With stronger practice, you can lift the upper body, and you may be able to, I'm not pushing this for me, you may be able to take your forehead to your toes, or you may be able to lift your legs up and just look through and take your head right through between your legs. Do what's right for you. You know, it's hard getting older, and I try to go with it. I find it quite hard sometimes not to get frustrated. And you know, a couple of years ago, I could do that so easily. I could take my head between my legs, and I know the only thing that's stopping me is my knee. And I have to be patient and gentle and love my knee and not get angry with it. And it's hard. It's hard letting go. It's hard letting go of your youth, isn't it? With grace, I think. I'm reading a book at the moment. I just finished it actually. I've just finished 2. Olive Kitteridge by Elizabeth Strout, and I've loved it. It's about an older lady, and it sort of follows her, the 2 books, Olive Kitteridge and Olive Again, from when she was in her late 60s like me to in her 80s in her life, and losing 2 husbands. And it's very poignant. It sort of touched me. It's made me cry, really. So maybe if you know what to read. It's rather lovely. Good. Let's hold our toes on the back of our legs, and we can do a few little stretches like that. Good. Great. So I could feel that in my hips. Hopefully you could too. Let's just take the feet nice and wide apart to the edges of your mat, and we windshield wiper here. I haven't got so much room because I've got my settee the other side. Good, but I'll move a little bit, but So always make sure that you've got enough room beside you. It's nice for the low back too, isn't it? Well done. I've done a lot more walking since this lockdown. I don't know about you. There are good things to it. I've been really enjoying the countryside lately, particularly now we're able to go have a short drive in the car to somewhere beautiful. I mean, it's lovely where I am, but it's nice to have a change, isn't it? Fantastic. So come to the centre. You can hold the back of the thighs or just come up to seated, and we can do some roly-polies here, if you like. Keep the chin tucked in. Watch the back of the neck. It's so nice to roll because it gives the spine a nice massage, doesn't it? I like that. So, and then you're going to come up. Well done. So let's come straight onto hands and knees or fours and mobilise the spine. The trouble is about the carpet, the mats go all over the place, don't they? Mobilise the spine in what I call cat cow. Let's just circle the hips a bit first, I think. But they needed that. I'll sit on the other way. Just to get into anywhere that's still a little bit stuck, a little bit tight. Get a bit of fluidity in the hips. Good. And then we can come into our in-breath, into cow, and the out-breath in your own time. This flow from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. That's it. You might even shut the eyes. Really feel the support of the earth with this. Feel grounded. Good. And when you feel grounded, you can flow a lot more easily. You can move a lot more easily. Well done. So this one and one more. Look up. Take the knees nice and wide apart to stretch into the hips. Either just take your elbows towards your inner knees and rest your forehead in your palms and take a few moments to let go there. Or stretch the arms out in front of you. Forehead on the mat. Drop the chest. Some of you might be on fingertips. Some of you might get chest chin down. Let's take a few deep breaths into the space of the heart at the back. Keep easing your sitting bones towards your heels. Maybe you need to open the inner knees, inner thighs a little bit more here. And sink down. Soften your gaze. Letting go. Think about the mantra of the breath. Breathing in slow. Breathing out slow. Breathing in soft and deep. And letting go. Come up slowly. So we're coming through again. Do take support under your knees if you need to for this one. Let's come into tiger. So you're going to take your left leg. Sorry, I mirror you, I think. You're going to take your left leg back and look up. And draw the knee through round the back. That's it. And again. Nice big stretch. Keep the hips level. Press down with the hands. Press down with the knees. Well done. I'm only going to do two more. Next one and one more. Keep the tummy firm. The next one's different. You look through, you take the knee through, and you help it through into your lunge. Well done. Good. So I'm going to tuck the back toes under, walk back, sink a bit lower and hold that there and push down. Sometimes, you know, I haven't got my bricks with me, have I? Oh, yes, I have. If you've got anything in your house, like 2 of these bricks, I haven't got 2 with me at the moment, but if you've got 2 bricks there, you could put a hand on each brick. Sometimes that helps a little bit to push you a bit deeper into the posture, or these blocks, or 2 books or something even. So if you want to turn the video and put pause on and go and find something, that's cool as well. So push down, tuck the toes under, sink a bit lower. So I'm getting this gorgeous stretch through my psoas muscle, your right front thigh muscle. You can really feel that. Sink a bit deeper, lengthen the tail. Good. Just feel that big thigh bone lengthening out the pelvis, surrounded by that sheath of muscle that's really working. And then we're going to come up. We're just going to push your palms into the mat, firm up your belly, drop the shoulders, lift your chest, roll the shoulders back, and open up into your back bend. That's it. And just imagine there's a hand behind your shoulders, and you can let it go even more. So this is such a glorious posture for opening up the heart centre, and also works into the hips. Maybe hook the thumbs this time. We can move in this. We can breathe in. And as you breathe out, take your hands to your heart to a prayer. Well done. And breathe in, open up even more, sink back even more. Exhale, hands to the heart to a prayer. And one more. And well done. Take your hands down. I'm going to turn to the front. You stay where you are, just so you can simply see me. Your hands can be down there, or hands in a foot. We're going to move. And stretch back. Stretch the front leg, stretch the back leg. See if you can sink a little bit deeper there. And that's fabulous. So from here, I'm just going to stay here. Watch that knee. Push the earth away. That might be quite enough for you. You might be able to roll on the outer edge of the foot and sink down there. Might be enough. Some of you might get the elbows down and rest the thumbs against the brow and hang out there. And I'm getting that nice yummy stretch through my glutes. That's it. And a little bit more. Might even get your forehead on the mat. Some of you might tuck the back toes under and make this a bit stronger. So you might be lifting up here like that, you see. Stay low, that's it. And you get that lovely stretch there. And you could even come down there. But don't lift your bum up like that. Stay low and breathe. So it's quite a strenuous one. You want to carry on breathing in nice and softly, breathing out, letting go. Think about breathing in slow, breathing out slow, breathing in soft and deep and letting go. There is a little sort of bind you can do here if you've got a stronger practice. Put the knee down. But if you want to try and think about it, take your arm underneath the leg like that and check at the shoulder underneath it and wrap the arm around the back. Might be enough. It might be enough. Either you can lift the other arm up and the wrapper can grab the wrist. You can just look ahead or you can look down. Be happy for a few breaths. Just stay where you are. I have got very long arms, by the way, so I'm very lucky. Very long arms, big feet. Which I didn't like once, but now I'm quite grateful for. Come out of that. Take your hand each side of the front foot. Tuck the back toes under. Let's take a well-deserved rest in down dog. So you might walk here. You might walk the dog. You might rise up and down. Lengthen the neck. I might take a few deep breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, and a big, huge sigh. Oh, let it all go. That's it. Let it all go. Great. Couple more breaths. Gosh, so. I don't know about you, but I need to get a drink of water because I forgot to bring one into the room. So you have a drink of water or anything you need while I go and get one. Or call for one. It's such a hot afternoon. I'm usually very well prepared. Lots of water this weather. Well done. So we're going to come again now. This time it's the other leg. This time it's your left leg. So I'm not mirroring you this time. I'll turn round actually. Big stretch up, inhale. And exhale round the back. Forehead to you squeeze the belly in. Again. So try to keep the tummy nice and firm. Good. Try to keep the hips level. Especially that left hip. A couple more. Tummy nice and firm to protect the low back. Well done. Round the back. Take the forehead to the knee. Squeeze the belly in. And help that foot through. Good. Good. So here you are in your lunge. Let's tuck the back toe under and just walk back a little bit here, okay? Put the front of the foot on the mat. So you've got a nice stretch through that psoas muscle, that big front thigh muscle that does so much work, that connects our legs to our upper body. See if you can sink a little bit lower. Keep the tailbone long. That's it, stay low. A few breaths into anywhere that's feeling a bit icky, a bit tight. And visualize that big thigh bone lengthening up the pelvis, surrounded by a big sheath of muscle. Well done. Let's come up and push down against the thighs. So you're stacking your spine on top of your pelvis. You've got a nice firm tummy here. And then we can lengthen. Shoulders slide down the back. Lift your heart. You can look up if you like. Take a few deep breaths into the space of the heart. So this one is really a staple of Hatha yoga. And as I say, so good for strengthening your legs, your hips. Heart opening, chest opening, opens the shoulders. Let's move in this. So interlink the thumbs and look up, breathe in. As you breathe out, hands come to a prayer at the heart. Let's come again and reach up. Maybe you can come back even further, get the arms back more. Hands to a prayer at the space of the heart. And again. And exhale, take it home. Well done. Come down, take your hands each side of the front foot, or in the front foot. I'm just turning again. I'm just going to shut my door. It's blowing open. Check that you're okay under the back knee, that you've got support if you need it. Good. Maybe walk the back foot back a bit. Hands inner foot or one each side, and we move again. See if you can sink a little bit lower this time. Good. Getting a nice stretch for that front thigh muscle, psoas muscle. How low can you go? Well done. Next time you come up, hold it a little bit. Maybe have a bit of oh, it's nice to have a wiggle there, isn't it? Oh, that's good. Now bend the knee. Hands inner foot and push the earth away. See if you can sink down a bit more. This might be quite enough. Tuck the back toes under and maybe walk back a bit so you're in a deeper lunge. I find with my knee on this side I have to walk the foot out a little bit. Sometimes if I come on the outer edge of the foot it helps. So any adjustments you need, maybe bend the elbows and get the thumbs to the brow centre, or even rest the head in the hands and find a place that feels good. Use your breath, breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep, breathing out, letting go. How's that front thigh feeling? Maybe to tuck the back toes under and lift the back knee off, but don't lift high. Stay low, keep the hips low. Push the heel away and you've got this lovely leg from crown of the head to the heel. Lift the thigh. You can really feel that working there. Brilliant. A few more breaths wherever you are. Keep the knees soft. Push into the air. Some of you may want to do the bind, so choose whatever you want to do. I might take that left arm and wrap it underneath. Try to get the shoulder underneath the knee. Then the arm comes around the back. And that might be enough. Or you might go to release the other arm and the left hand grabs the right wrist. You can look down. We can look ahead. Nice deep breaths there. So you can really feel that in my glutes. Very gently. Allow yourself to soften. Think about that breathing in soft, breathing out soft. Say soft. A few more breaths. Very well done. I think we need a nice big down dog stretch now. Make it yummy. Take a walk on the spot maybe, or rise up and down. Push your palms into the mat. Think about your palms. Think about really being connected, spreading the fingers out, pushing down with the base of the fingers and the thumb, particularly that index finger and thumb, because that's what's going to give you the support. Maybe make sure you're not rolling onto the outer edges of your hands and your knees are soft and your breath is steady. And as you push down with your hand, you can lift your sit bones up higher. So this one's often called the mountain posture, and I just love that, the support of the hands and the feet reaching up, and we're reaching up out of that support. Well done. Let's take a little walk on the spot here, and then walk to the front of the mat now. Just come into a little forward bend here, a little stretch of the hips. Take your right foot behind your left. Take your right foot behind your left. I won't mirror you yet. Swing your hips over. Swing your hips over to the right. Start to walk your fingers towards the left. Good. Start to walk your right hands away and look under your armpit. And hang out there. Breathe into anywhere that's a little bit tight. Swing the hips towards the right. Bend the left knee. Let go. You can feel that in the hips. That feels quite juicy and yummy, doesn't it? Oh, juicy, yummy stretch. Come to the centre. Good. Bend the knees. Take your other foot behind, the left foot. Swing the hips to the left. Walk your hands to the right. Walk there. Walk the right fingers away. Look under the right armpit. Push down with the back foot and breathe into anywhere that's a bit tight. A bit icky today. Ah, good. Well done. You're going to come up slowly. Slowly restack the spine. A little bit of strong standing postures are very good to strengthen our legs here. So you're going to take, I'll mirror you now, you're going to take your left leg back, right foot leads, square the hips off. I'm going to lift and open into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. That back leg's nice and straight. Keep the knees soft. Pushing down with the outer edge of the foot. Lift your heart. The right knee stays over the ankle. So it's a bit of a cousin, isn't it, to your crescent moon. We can do the same thing. We can take the thumbs together. Breathe in. Breathe out, hands to the heart. Breathe in again. Lift even higher. breathe out, hands to the heart. And one more, open up your back bend even more, just like there's a hand between your shoulders. Take your hands to your heart. Big circle to warrior two. I'm going to take my feet a bit wider, knees over the ankle. Straight the front leg, lunge a bit deeper. Your gaze is over your right middle fingers, your shoulders are soft. So get that balance. Sthira Sukham is that balance of being strong and stable, but soft and gentle and relaxed. That balance between strength, effort and letting go. Push the palms down. See a few ones like this as the shoulders are soft. What's that back arm doing? Well done. Straighten the leg, come a little bit deeper, and just imagine your arms as, where is your back arm? Just take it slower with the front. Check your arms are stretching from your heart center as we reverse the warrior. Feel the space you're making through the front of the body. Breathe into that space. Maybe just bend the elbow, take a little space there, or like that. Whatever does it for you. I quite like to look back at that back foot. Good. Helps my balance. Straight the front leg. Reach up. Reach down to triangle. You want to wrap the back arm round? That's an option. One lovely line between the arms. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, lift your heart a bit more. We've done a lot of triangles lately. You can always take your hand to your knee. You don't have to take it too far down. Push your feet into the mat and feel the stretch of the inner thighs. Tuck your right buttock under and breathe into your heart. Couple more breaths. You're doing beautifully. Bend the front knee, float back to the first warrior. Palms come up, hands together. Sorry, second warrior. Step to the front. Well done. I'm just going to go the other way to do the other side. You stay where you are. Lift your toes up and feel the support of the earth. Take your right leg back. Hands on the hips, right hip forward, left hip back. Bend the left knee, it's over the ankle. Lengthen your tail. Drop your pubic bone, that's it, but draw your ribs down and lengthen out the side body. Lovely stretch to the sides of the body here. Push your feet into the mat, feel grounded, and then you can lengthen out of that support. So you're stable and steady, but you're light and you feel at ease. Thumbs stick cross, breathe in. Breathe out, hands come to a prayer. And we'll open up our back bend again. And exhale. These back bends are so glorious. We get so round shouldered sometimes and so stuck in our ways because we usually only bend forward, don't we, in our daily life? So reach round, there two, push the earth away. Eventually that thigh is going to be parallel to the floor, sink into it. Push your palms down, nice and straight, like you're going to push through the air, push your feet into the earth, be strong, straight the front leg and sink. So if you find this quite difficult, just sort of come in and out of it dynamically if you want an easier day today. Tuck your left buttock under and sink a bit more and your arms stretch from your heart so you've got no shoulders to feel icky. Palms up and down and up and down, and you're doing beautifully. And then turn the front palm up and reverse your warrior. I quite like to look down because it sort of helps my balance. Push down with your front foot and feel the space through the ribs. Some people straighten the leg. Don't for now, resist the urge. Maybe get a little bit more space through the front of the body if you like. You know, that's an option. Whatever does it for you. And breathe. So good to make that space. Let's make a bit more in Trikonasana. Straight the front leg, but keep it soft. Come over even more. And reach. So you've got this lovely length from the right hip to the left fingers. Just taking the hand to the knees enough. Some of you can hook the toe, you know, wherever's fine. Just draw that right hip back. So it's a bit of a twist, isn't it? You breathe in, you lengthen the spine, and you breathe out, you twist. Eventually, your spine will be the third side of your triangle, and then you can reach up. But if that's not good for the shoulder, that's fine too. Nice deep breath. Shoulders are stacked. Breathing into the space of the heart. Breathing in energy and spreading that energy all the way through you. Stay strong. You know, some people like to bend the front knee a bit, and that's fine as well. Follow the breath. Breathing in nice and slow. Breathing out slow. Breathing in soft and deep. Letting go. Well done. Come up. Let's turn our feet to the front. Put your hands on your hips. Lovely straight spine. Keep the knees soft and hinge from the hips and just hang there maybe. Just hang there. And sometimes it's nice just to bend the knees and put the hands on the thighs. That's it. Then you keep the back nice and open. Or you can hang there. Some people with a stronger practice might get the hands down and ease the head down, and might even turn the palms back. Whatever does it for you. Take a few breaths, but simply feel your spine just lengthening out your pelvis, and think of that waterfall again, that fluidity. Your spine's like water, it can just flow, it can feel free. As you let gravity, the weight of your body and your breath help to release you, and your knees are soft, and you just, you can let go. Well done, come down to your knees, just a couple more postures here. So I'm going to come back into that tiger. So just 3 of these, I think. You're going to breathe in. Come this way, I think. Breathe in, take your right leg back. Exhale, forehead to knee, and squeeze the belly in. And again, take it back. You might feel a bit more open by now. This is different. We draw it in, we take our knee towards your right wrist, and you come into your pigeon. You're in your pigeon, okay? So, I'll come forward. You might need a block or a cushion under your bum to always check you've got stuff, okay? And lift your heart, breathe in, and breathe out. And come again. Really lengthening the spine out the pelvis. And so you get your chin to the floor. Then I get a bit more stretch through my glute. And one more lengthen. And where you're going to lay. I quite like to ease that right knee away and walk my upper body away and do about 1 potato, 2 potato and hang out there, or just, wherever. Have a little wiggle. Relax. Nice gentle breaths here. Let the breath soothe you. Let it wash over you. Think about breathing in soft and deep, breathing out, letting go. Keep your eyes relaxed, keep your jaw relaxed. Allow yourself to soften, let the earth hold you. Be gentle with yourself. Couple more breaths. Well done, come up slowly. Take your hand down, come over to your right side. Release that left leg, take it out. So Janushanasana legs, Praviti Janushanasana. You might rest a block under there if you need to. Put your hand on your shin and open up. We're coming to our side bend. Stage 1. So this might be quite enough. I want you to feel that length through the right side of the body. Start to spin your ribs, your chest, your heart. Some can hook the toe. Some might even get the elbow in a leg. And do a double bind. And so I'm not going to be like this here. I've still got to stay lovely and open. And I feel it in my right hip. The left leg's nice and active. Breathe in, lengthen, and breathe out, get a bit more twist. But for most people, this is probably enough. 5 to 8 nice deep breaths. Feeling all that lovely space you're making between the ribs. Breathe into that space. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Sweep your arm back. I'm just going to sit here a little bit. You stay where you are. So I'll get my sequence right. Sweep your arm back. Open up to your wild thing. And one more breath, breathing in, and out, and sweep all the way round and turn round, so you're facing the other way. So I can do the other side. Reach up to left leg and draw it through. Just 3. Do one more. I think that was 4, but never mind. Take your left foot down, stretch it back into your pigeon. Good. Have a little one. Let's say, if you're a little bit like that, take your brick and put it under your bum, or a cushion under your bum is fine as well. So you're nice and level. And we really sink back through that hip. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, chin towards the floor, so you really feel it. 1. And coming up, really lengthening the spine out and pelvis. 2. And maybe it's different on this side. Very well done. So we could creep that knee away. We could take a little walk. 1 potato, 2 potato, rest and let go. Just feel the earth supporting you. How can you let go further? How can you soften more? You holding in, you gritting your teeth or screwing up your eyes? Where can you let go? Keep softening through that front right thigh. Nice and gently, being kind and gentle to yourself. Not too much effort. Just give up any resistance and go with the flow. When you let go, you'd be surprised how much further, how much deeper you can go without effort. Allow yourself to soften. Just find that beautiful pause at the end of the out breath. Special place. A couple more breaths. Well done. So from here, come up and just stretch out that other leg, all right? You might need support under your knee. Take your hand down your right leg, open up, and as a side bend. Got it, good. So really push down with your left sitting bone and lengthen out the side. Some of you can bind, some of you can hook the toe, some might get the elbow in a thigh. Do a double bind. Ooh. So try not to lift up that sitting bone, left sitting bone. This is probably enough for most. Palm comes up, you get a little bit more space. And start to spin your heart towards the left. Breathe in length and breathe out a little bit further. You're doing beautifully. Keep the shoulders soft. Couple more breaths. Well done. You're going to sweep up, take the hand behind you, take your left knee down and open up into sort of wild thing and hang out there. Push down with the hand. Breathe into that space you've made. Beautiful. We're going to turn. Well done. Now you're on hands and knees and you simply come back and rest in child. Let the earth hold you. Curl up into a little ball. Feel the breath in the back body. Start to slow down the breath. Start to slow down your thoughts. Start to let go of the physical practice. Allow yourself to go inwards. Good. Come up slowly. And we'll take a Shavasana. So come and find a nice comfy place to lie. You might want to put cushions or a bolster under your legs or take a pillow behind your head. Just make sure you're comfy. Well done. That's it. Take time to get cosy. Get cosy. And then feel the support of the earth beneath you. And with each breath, simply allow yourself to sink into that support. And let go of any effort in your breath. Purely natural breath. No physical efforts. Just allow yourself to go inwards, letting go. And many times in our busy lives, we become caught up in our thoughts, and we need to come down to earth. We need to feel secure and grounded. Face relaxed, jaw relaxed, eyes soft. Allow yourself to let go further, deeper. Allow the earth to hold you. And allow your breath to simply rock you, cradle you and soothe you. Take time to absorb all the benefits of our practice today. So very slowly, bring yourself back into the present, into the here and now. Take a few deeper breaths or a little bit of a wiggle and a stretch. And gently coming onto your side. Putting your hand on to feel the earth. And taking your time to come up to seated. Don't rush up. And when you're there, we'll close the practice with a big in-breath into the prana mudra. Gather all the energy up to the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart. Keep that energy with you for the rest of the week. Namaste. Om Shanti. Thank you for practicing with me.